This is the 208 and it's Peugeot's answer to the Super Mini market. It's going up against the likes of the Ford Fiesta, which is the best-selling Super Mini in the UK. The little French Super Mini does look aggressive from some angles, but not in the way of the Ford Fiesta. Being French, it oozes style and smooth lines. Here in the front, the driving position feels very sporty. These seats hug you, they're also very, very comfortable. And as of late, it's got Peugeot's small, sporty steering wheel and its dials, which you can see are right in front of the driver and give you a brilliant position so you can see exactly where you're going. On the dashboard, Peugeot have been keeping it simple. You simply get a massive screen, which is very easy to use, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. The air vents, and that's about it. You get the heating controls and all the important buttons like the hazards, but the dashboard is very fresh and very decluttered. Around the screen we find black chrome plastics. You also get soft touch material all around the cabin as well. But when you do get lower down to the cabin, such as the gear stick and the heating controls, the plastics get all cheap and nasty. However, that's in a lot of Super Minis. Now this central screen here allows the dashboard to be fresh and modern by installing all the stuff into clever little menus here. And this controls everything. You've got your music here, or your radio, or whatever, and it's really easy to use. The active trim model will suit most people's needs in terms of spec, as it comes with the big screen talked about earlier, air conditioning and alloy wheels. Leg and headroom is pretty okay in the back of this Peugeot. Legroom, there's some to spare. Headroom, there's loads to spare, and it's better than other rivals, but then again, it's still not the best. But I think you'll be alright in the back of this Peugeot. Some Super Minis, its small dimensions can affect leg and headroom, but luckily on the 208, no problem. Having a look at the boot. It's probably about the same size as a Ford Fiesta's, around about the same size, so pretty average in the Super Mini sector. The 208's boot space is still pretty good considering Super Minis aren't supposed to have number one for practicality. Storage isn't too bad, with many cubby holes dotted around the cabin. However, you can't say that the 208 has any clever storage solutions. Now, of course, I can't drive, but most people recommend the 1.2 petrol. If you're after a diesel, then you can get one that goes up to 83 miles per gallon. It's okay on the motorway and in the city, but when on twisty roads, people say that you can't put your trust into the car. This is thanks to the steering being a bit vague. This Peugeot is starting to show some downsides, and another one is lack of adjustment. You can alter the seat for height and lowering it, move it backwards and forwards, but you can't alter the steering wheel for reach and rake adjustment as far as I can find, and you can do that with other Super Minis. Also, the back bench can't move backwards and forwards either. Finally, there's a big blind spot with this A-pillar when you're pulling out at junctions because it's rather thick and fat. However, if you want a Super Mini that has smart styling, drives well, and has a nice plush interior, then the Peugeot 208 is the one for you. If we ignore the small amount of downsides, then the Peugeot 208 could be the Super Mini for you.